Let's talk a little politics. Why the bus tour? What's this about?
Well, it's really a chance to get across the country and not just do the fundraisers, which are part of every day otherwise, but to see people across America, particularly in some of the small towns that don't typically get presidential politics.
Why these 6 states? These are 6 states that Barack Obama won last time out, right?
These are all states that I look forward to winning in the general election, and so I'm making sure I plant the flag, if you will.
You know, this is Father's Day weekend. I know you were very close to your father.
Yeah.
What does Father's Day mean to you?
Well, every time I think of my dad, it tugs at my heartstrings. I mean, my dad was such an extraordinary person. Born poor, raised poor, never graduated from college, never worried about the past, always looked forward, had such confidence in America that he went on to achieve great things in business and in government. I mean, I look at my dad as one of a kind. Spoke the truth, suffered for it politically from time to time, but didn't care about the politics of truth. He said what he believed and moved on.
You know, somebody told me that during those primary debates, when you would often write things down, they said, you'll never guess what he wrote down. Share that with me. What did you write down?
Well, of course, different notes in different circumstances, but each time I wrote Dad at the top of my page, reminding myself of the sacrifice that he made in his life, for his family, for us, and of his passion for America. So, yeah, Dad was just 3 letters at the top of the page.
So I hear you've got an Olympic athlete in the family.
Isn't that something? Yeah, it's not me. It's my wife, of course. She's the athlete. But in this case, it's not her personally. But she, along with 2 other people, purchased a horse and have trained it up. And it's done so well that, that the trainer and that horse are going on to represent the United States in the Olympics in London. So she's quite thrilled, and I'm sure she'll be watching. I have a campaign to attend to, so I won't be able to see it perform. But I'm very pleased for her and for her trainer. Yes, it's the sport of dressage. Not many people are familiar with it, but something for which she has a passion. And frankly, her getting back on a horse after she was diagnosed with MS was able, she's convinced, to help her regenerate her strength and renew that vigor. And so she cares very deeply about this sport and about horses. She's a real. I joke that I'm going to have to send her to Betty Ford for addiction to horses.
How's she doing with the MS? We heard she had a little flare up around Super Tuesday.
And she didn't tell me about that.
Really?
You know, no, she didn't mention it. She knew that if I'd heard a thing about it, I'd have shut her down and said, "You got to go home. You got to take some rest and see the people who give you care and get you tuned back up again." But she knew it was important for her to keep working, so she kept it from me and kept on working. And but she has been almost symptom-free ever since 2002, so almost 10 years. And she has a great doctor and others who help her stay strong.
Good for her.
Including the horses.
Thank you very much, Governor.
Thanks, Bob.